Did you see Tom Cruise's meltdown?
A new one?
Oh, this is
Ooh.
hot off the presses, bro.
New Tom Cruise meltdown. I'm feeling this.
So he goes ballistic on this. They're filming Mission Impossible 7, and there's apparently some sort of protocol. That's not the name of the movie. It's not Mission Impossible 7 protocol.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. Mission Impossible 7 COVID protocol. This is him getting mad because I guess somebody on the set broke the protocol. Here you go.
We are the gold standard. You're back there in Hollywood making movies right now because of us. Because they believe in us and what we're doing.
What? They believe in who's they, first off? And they believe in us and what we're doing. You're back in Hollywood right now making movies because they believe in us and what we're doing. You're not that important. Oh, this shows you the mentality of these fuckers, doesn't it? This shows you their mentality of how important they think they are.
Well, they are. They give us entertainment, Royce. They're gods.
Sorry, let's keep going.
We are the gold standard.
Oh, my
You're
God.
back there in Hollywood making movies right now because of us. Because they believe in us and what we're doing. I'm on the phone with every studio at night. Insurance companies. Producers.
Well, you're not. Your lawyer is. I don't think Tom Cruise is on the phone with you.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's stop pretending.
Calm down.
And they're looking at us and using us to make their movies. We are creating thousands of jobs, you
I think you said you fucking assholes?
Motherfucker.
Motherfuckers, what do you say you said?
That's the rhythm I heard. I could be wrong. Could be fucking assholes.
I don't ever want to see it again. Ever. And if you don't do it, you're fired. And I see you do it again, you're gone.
What did they do?
Anyone on this crew does it. That's it. And you too, and you too, and you. Don't you ever do it again. That's it. No apologies. You can tell it to the people that are losing their homes because our industry is shut down. It's not going to put food on their table or pay for their college education.
Tom Cruise expresses frustration. There's more, but we'll play a little more. But Tom Cruise expresses frustration with his crew members on the set of Mission Impossible 7 after he saw them breaking COVID-19 guidelines. Two sources close to production confirmed to Variety. As first reported by The Sun, after Cruise saw two crew members standing... Do you know what they did?
What did they do? They were standing too close, obviously, right?
The Tom Cruise saw two crew members standing too close to one another in front of a computer screen.
Well, yeah, so clearly they needed to get it.
If I see you do it again, you're fucking gone. So wait a second. This was two crew members that were just standing next to each other by a computer. By the way, probably editing and looking over each other, which makes sense, right? In an audio obtained by The Sun, Cruise can be heard saying, "We're the gold." Okay, well, we can play it. We have the audio. They were standing too close to each other by a computer?
No apologies. You can tell it to the people that are losing their homes because our industry is shut down. It's not going to put food on their table or pay for their college education. That's what I sleep with every night.
Must be really difficult being Tom Cruise.
Well, that and a bunch of, probably hot, junior level Scientologist women. But yeah, I mean, sure, the other thing too.
Yeah.
In the future of this industry. So I'm sorry, I'm beyond your apologies. I have told you, and now I want it. And if you don't do it, you're out. We are not shutting this movie down! Is it understood? If I see it again, you're gone. And so are you. So you're going to cost him his job. And I see it on the set, you're gone. And you're gone.
But weren't you just crying about how people are going to lose their livelihoods and all the working below the line people in Hollywood?
Because they were standing next to each
How
other?
are they going to pay for their education? You just said that, right?
That's it. I clear? Do you understand what I want? Do you understand the responsibility that you have? Because
What's funny that you have to look down at him while he's yelling at you.
It's actually true though. Oh, a little.
But don't worry, George Clooney weighs in on Tom Cruise shouting over guidelines. I understand why he did it.
Of course.
George Clooney says he understands why Tom Cruise lashes out against crew members on the set of Mission Impossible. In the 2-minute recording posted by The Sun on Tuesday, while promoting his new film Midnight Sky, Clooney 59 said in an interview with Howard Stern that he doesn't think Cruise 58 acted inappropriately. So, if you're at a regular job, just let me ask this question I have. If you're working at a corporate job and you take your mask off for a second, your boss is allowed to scream at you and berate you like this. That's fine. That wouldn't be HR. That wouldn't be an issue.
If you worked at a regular job and footage came out of any boss doing that man would be fired immediately.
Right. But it's okay because the industry is important. Clooney says he didn't overreact because it is a problem. Clooney told Stern in a reaction to the leaked clip, according to E! News. I have a friend. Oh, here we go. I have a friend who's an AD on another show who just had the almost exact same thing happen with not quite as far of a response. However, Clooney said that he had the same thing happen on his set. He would have reacted a bit differently. I wouldn't have done it that big. I would have pulled the people out. Clooney says, you're in a position of power. It's tricky, right? You do have a responsibility for everybody else, and he's absolutely right about that. And, if the production goes down, a lot of people lose their jobs. People have to understand that and have to be responsible. It's not just my style to, take everybody to task the way he did. They think they're this important.
But can I just point out that
Yes,
how that could have been handled? You go, hey, you guys, come over here for a second. Hey, everyone come around here for a second. Hey, listen, I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole here or anything, but we got a big set. This is a big job. Everybody from catering to the key grips to the production assistant. A lot of people need this movie to make a living. Nobody else out there is making a living right now. I really need you guys to be better about this. All right, you were over there fucking around. You didn't have your masks on. God forbid some TMZ asshole comes in here and fucking sees that. Yeah. We're fucked. We're absolutely fucked. They'll shut us down. They're probably filming in Toronto, right?
I don't know, probably.
So Canadian people are probably going to shut us. Let's not fuck around here, please. Let's try to tighten up. I don't really want to have to keep telling you guys. Just do that for me, please. So we have one less thing to worry about. You see how easy that was? You could tape me saying that and nobody would go, wow, he's a lunatic. You just go guys, seriously. There's a way to pull everyone in and go, please don't do what they just did or we're fucked. That is that entitled, I'm the king of Scientology and I'm the king of Hollywood since the 80s and you better fucking do what I say or I will fucking lose my mind on you. I'm starting to think that in Tropic Thunder, old Tommy Boy wasn't playing Les Grossman. I have a feeling that Tom Cruise was just playing the other side of Tom Cruise.
The amount of lefties that are right now, and I'm reading it, are defending this blows my mind. So this is from Slate, right? I begrudgingly admit that Tom Cruise is right. Tom Cruise lost his mind on the set of Mission Impossible 7 after spotted two of the crew standing less than a meter away from each other, according to British tabloid The Sun. In an audio, we already know what he says. The blow-up is unsettling, mostly because it's a rich, powerful man yelling curse words at people who work for him. It's additionally unsettling because this particular rich man, Tom Cruise, has allegedly cursed out underlings at least once before. And in a situation with lower stakes than spread of the actress Leah Remini in her memoirs recalls visiting Cruise at his home and watching him lose it over cookie ingredients, yelling at his assistant. God damn it, can I get the stuff for the cookie guys? Get the fucking... Okay, so... I'm very exhausted of keeping my distance from... but Cruise, who's also not wrong, thanks the way the relief has worked, is currently in the terrible situation in which the grocery budgets and college savings accounts of many people rest on Cruise's points out Mission Impossible continue to film. The situation sucks, but that's what it is. Hey, Shannon, by the way, you fucking dumb... If it was Tom Cruise yelling at women this way... Can you... Because these are men, by the way. These are two men that were standing too close to each other. If Tom Cruise, in a position of power, remember the Me Too bullshit, was yelling at women this way for not doing it, yelling at a black woman this way for not doing her job, do you think this story would be different? Because all I kept hearing during the fucking Louis C.K. thing and the Harvey Weinstein thing is these men who were in positions of power and they were using their power. Hollywood's not that fucking important. You know why I don't care about this? I understand that a lot of people have jobs because this movie's going on. But Hollywood got these exemptions from the California, because they're filming in California too. They got these exemptions for these downs. Not small businesses, not fucking restaurants, not mom and pop shops. Hollywood did. The people that actually provide more jobs than these fucking Hollywood people do. So my heart doesn't fucking bleed for these people. I don't care. Because once this movie shuts down, these people go back to not having a job again. So sorry.
And like you brought up too, it's like you guys are always so concerned about the men taking advantage of power imbalances so that they can assert their, dominance. And it's like, what do you think Tom Cruise is doing here? He's like 5'1".
Yeah.
So do you think he's yelling? Do you think a guy, and I'm not even exaggerating, it's not like an Owen Benjamin punchline. He's like 5'1". Like Tom Cruise is a small man. And do you think a guy Tom Cruise's size is going to get away with talking to people like that if he's not Tom Cruise? Somebody could fucking throw him down a laundry chute and he'd be gone forever. So yeah, it's fucked up, man. And again, I already pointed out, this whole thing could have just been handled the way I just did it earlier, and there'd be no. You see, you can still address a problem, and then bring it up. Like don't get me wrong. When I used to manage and stuff, but like I have lost it like that on the staff. I have, but like it has to be like that. There's already been 3 or 4 of the presentations I just did like earlier, where it's like, hey guys, can you come here? Listen, please. We got to really be better about this. If we're not, we're going to get fucked by the health department. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. I really need you to work with me because, honestly, I don't want to fire anybody. But if you're not doing what you're being paid for here, I may have to find somebody else. Then you get to a point where if it's like the 6th time, there could be footage of me acting like this. But it's like by that point, you're like, but he's just a psycho Hollywood dude, huh? Little
Again,
5'2" fucking tough guy.
They were standing too close by a computer. That's all they did. The way he's acting, you would think they were licking each other's eyeballs.
I swear to God.
Deal with your reason. And if you can't be reasonable, and I can't deal with your logic, you're fired. That's it. That is it. I trust you guys to be here. That's it.
Hey, Tom, weren't you the one that basically had Katie Holmes like in prison in her own home where she couldn't leave?
Dude, that was some wild shit, man. You ever hear some of them stories?
Oh yeah, no,
It's
fucking
crazy.
crazy.
Some of the
By
shit
the way,
that-
it's as much as I don't really like Leah Remini. I think she's nuts, but some of the stories you hear about Cruise and Scientology and all this, you don't fucking have this fucking right to yell at people like this. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, these are some really fucked up individuals, and I think we've always all kind of known and suspected, especially with Tom Cruise, that he's a whack job, and all these Scientologist people are whack jobs. Fucking gross, man. There's just no way to handle that situation. Again, there's even a way to, even if you're gonna yell a little bit, there's a way to do it. But that was just full on like that was psychotic.
But again, you're right. But who fucking my thing is how important these people think they are. How important these Hollywood people really think they are. How they really think they're fucking saving lives. No, they're not. None of you are. None of you are that fucking important.
Well, not just Hollywood, but Tom Cruise has the added layer of being the god of Scientology, which doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't help temper his ego.